So today's topic for YFP 101 is learn and earn. And for those of you who are new to YFP 101s, what we do is we take one area of YFP and deep dive into it, give you a little overview. So then you can learn how you can use this marketing tool for your business. I get to laugh at myself all day today. This is going to be lovely. So first of all, thank you so much for joining this class. So in this live basic training, we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the Learn and Earn program. And this class is for you if you're looking for more ways to educate your Shaklee group or even prospects. You'd like a quick tour of the Learn and Earn program. You want to learn to use Shaklee specific marketing tools. So if any of these apply to you, then you are in the right place. What you'll learn today is the purpose of the Learn and Earn program, how you can access it, how you can invite people to join your Learn and Earn, plus much more. So if you're brand new to YFP and you don't know much about us, your Freedom Project is a 360-degree ecosystem of tools and training to help you find new builders, find new customers, and increase sales and retention. And YFP addresses the three specific areas that builders struggle with in Shaklee, which is not knowing where to go to find people to talk to, not knowing what to do with the people they find, and not having a proven formula or plan to stay on track with success. And your Freedom Project supports your growth in three main ways with tools, training, and support. So let's jump into what is the Learn and Earn. So Learn and Earn is an evolution of the 21 tape program. Is anyone here familiar with that? With the good old 21 tape program? Excellent. I've never used it myself, but I had binders given to me. And now I have to go find a cassette player so I can listen to them. But that's awesome. You guys know where it is. So yeah, if you're not familiar with that program, this is where people were sent tapes that contained information about Shaklee and the products, and also on other health related topics as well. And so the recipients would send it back with a form that they would fill out after they listened to all 21 tapes. And in return for doing that homework, they would get $100 worth of products for free from that particular distributor. And the main difference with Learn and Earn that we have now is that it is significantly easier to manage because you don't have to actually send and receive anything physical. There's no CDs to send out. There's no tapes to send out. They don't even have to mail in the form. It's all in there. So all you have to do is choose the people that you want to enroll in the program and ask them to watch 17 videos in your wellness center that they can access at any time. So they can listen to it whenever they want. And yes, that is retail price of the products. Now I just will tell you, Kathy, that's the one thing that we did change, and I'll explain that in just a moment. Come on, button. Button doesn't want to go now. There we go. So once they finish watching and submitting and reviewing all of the videos, then they will get free products as a reward. So when I walk you guys through it, I'll explain what we did. So why Learn and Earn? So the Learn and Earn, with the Learn and Earn, we're trying to incentivize prospects into educating themselves on how they can transform their health, right? And improve the health of the planet using Shaklee's amazing products. And you can use Learn and Earn as a lead magnet to promote the products, or near the end of your funnel for business builders or even brand new product customers. You might even have some previous customers that you've had for a long time that you just like to reward them with something and help them expand their product usage. Either way is just fine. And it's been proven that educating your customers and builders on the value of the products can improve your sales and customer retention. How many of you have watched any of our events? Now, the one that worked for me was the one that Dr. Brous did on the CalMag. I think it was the chewable calcium magnesium. And I went out and bought it right away, right? When you're educated on why you want to use this, it's easier for people to essentially buy in. So how many of you have had an experience like that where you watched a video, you watched someone explain why this is important, and then you ended up buying it, right? Because you're being educated on why it's important, right? I think that CalMag one, I'm pretty sure almost everyone I talked to was like, man, I'm getting more of that. So that's the idea behind the Learn and Earn. So having a resource center full of articles, workbooks, videos, and files gives you content that you need, and it all connects to your email marketing system and your Shaklee PWS. So when they're talking about a product in there, and we're promoting it in that particular article or video, guess what? It's linking to your PWS, where then people who are in your wellness center, they can click on that and go and purchase that if they choose to. So if your prospects are open to learning about Shaklee, there's a higher chance they'll become good consumers, stay as a good consumer, or become a better consumer. Okay, so that's the idea of this. So I'm going to stop my screen share here for a second, and I'm going to jump into my back office. If you have a second screen and you'd like to follow along with me, you are absolutely welcome to do that. If you don't have a second screen, don't worry. Know that this is being recorded and I'm live streaming this into the YFP group. So I'm only going to go over things once, and if you need to go over things again, I will post the recording in the business chat. But you can also go to the YFP Facebook group to view that as well. So let me just get a few things open here so then we don't have to wait for my computer to load. Oh, excellent. Okay, so here's the dashboard. So to get into the Learn and Earn, there's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to show you the one where if you want to invite somebody in, how you would do that, how you would turn the button on, and also how you can view the content. So that starts up here with the activity manager. Okay, so it's the little computer screen with the heartbeat. So you would click on that. Oops, get out of my way. Oh, get back in here. And it's going to bring you to this page here. I've got so many things in my way, I can't see what I'm doing. So once you're on this page, then you're going to click on this Learn and Earn button. Okay, and that's going to bring you to where you're going to be able to see everybody who is actually in your wellness center. They have an account in your wellness center. So that's the first requirement for having someone come into the Learn and Earn is they have to be a member of the wellness center. So if you have somebody that you're talking to that's a prospect and they're interested in this, then you're going to have to make sure that you can either guide them through the wellness funnel or the Explore Wellness and then have them create their account on that process, or you can send them the link to your wellness center where they can create their account, but they have to have an account in the wellness center. Okay. Now in here, you'll notice that everyone has a little button beside them. So you get to pick and choose who gets to go into the Learn and Earn. We did this because we don't necessarily want everybody to jump in there, right? If you have 100 people and all of a sudden they've started all doing the Learn and Earn and you're not prepared for it financially, that can be a bit of a shocker. The other thing is we want to make sure the goal is to encourage you to keep having a conversation with these people, a one-to-one conversation where you're individually inviting them, giving you more of an opportunity to keep conversations going and build deeper connections. Okay, so it's an invite only. So when someone creates their wellness center account, they won't see the Learn and Earn tab at the top of their wellness center until you turn it on for them. And then they'll have to refresh their page and then they will see it. Okay, I've used my cousin in here multiple times. So she keeps getting emails from me, but I'll just show you what this looks like. So I'm going to use Elijah here. And to turn it on, it's very simple. You just click where it says off to on, okay? And this function is going to allow them to access the Learn and Earn. It's also going to send them a notification email telling them what's going on. Say, hey, I've turned on the Learn and Earn for you. Here's how it works. Here's how you log in and get started. You don't have to worry about sending it to them. The system will send it for you. Now, this one. Can't remember which tab it is, okay? And then you click confirm. And then as you see under Alicia's here, that button will turn from off to on. Now, if you accidentally turn on the wrong person, we know what happens. You can still turn it off as long as they have not reviewed an item yet. If they have reviewed an item, then it's on, okay? So just something to keep in mind. Or if say you turned it on and they just haven't got to it yet, or they just don't want to do it anymore and they haven't reviewed anything, then you can turn it off for them. So I'll give you an example here. The doctor. So for example, the doctor has reviewed 2 items. I can't turn it off for them. So now they've gone and gotten started. By the way, the doctor is just me. It's my alias, in case you wanted to know. So that's turning it on for that person. It's pretty simple. Now to see the content, so when you're in this Learn and Earn piece, you can see the content. So if you click on this little content button, I think I opened it already. There we go. This is what it looks like. So here is where the change is. So earn free products and learn how you can transform. We took out the $100. The reason we did is because we wanted to leave it up to the independent distributor. Not everybody has $100 that they can put out in product. I know it's less for us if you're doing it at retail, but then we had some people saying, you know, I just give it to them at member price. So we wanted to leave it a little more open for you. So if your budget's $25, great, your budget's $25. If your budget is 50, your budget is 50. If you want to do more, you can do more. It opens up a little bit more flexibility for you as a distributor to set that budget for yourself and what you want to give away. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be the $100 anymore because we've taken that out. So you make the reward what you choose it to be. There's been some distributors where how it works is they encourage the person, if they're ready to go, to buy the Prove It Challenge, and then they give them the Prove It Challenge bonus as the reward. So there's a way that it can be self-funded too if it comes down to, you know, you just don't have the budget for it. So making it, yeah, doesn't that sound good? I thought so too. And when Jody explained this to me, I thought it was just fantastic and made it so much easier. So just one second here. So now you get that flexibility. The other thing that I just want to give you all a heads up to is the team and I are going through and we're going to be updating some of these videos. So we're going to be taking out some videos, putting in some new videos, and the goal is to help decrease some of these longer videos to where they're more short form, where we can keep them, you know, 10 minutes or less. So just keep in mind that yes, some of these videos are going to be changing. The amount of videos is not going to change. If you have somebody already in the Learn and Earn, don't fret. It shouldn't tinker with anything that they've already done. And if it does, just let us know and we can make sure that we can fix it. But we are going to be updating these videos, and that's just so that you're aware of that. Okay. So we're going to be adding in, I know we've had the questions as why isn't meology in there? Meology is going to be in there. Prove It Challenge is going to be in there a little bit more. And then we're going to take some of our videos that we've created, like the vitamin checklist, that type of thing, and stick them in here as well, just to update and freshen it up. Okay. So that's the basics. Now, when someone's going through this, by the way, so let's take this Discover Shaklee or the Shaklee difference. When someone watches it, they would click on it, watch the video, and then they have to give you the 3 things that they learned. Now, how much they give you, that's a parameter you need to set. Okay, so how much do you want them to give you? If it's a short form video, like for me, I'm fine with just 3 short little bullet points. If it's a longer video, I'd expect a little bit more from them. So make sure that you set those parameters up yourself on, you know, what you expect. I will not accept someone who just puts in that is great, or I thought this was really interesting. I want to know what they found interesting. The reason you want to grab this data is because if they tell you what they're finding interesting, then you have somewhere to go with them and you know what information to continue to give them as it comes up. Right? So if they were interested in, say, the heart health one, and they shared that, you know, they didn't know that blood pressure was this big of an issue, or that there was ways that you could combat it, then you know that blood pressure is something that is on their brain. So when information comes out about blood pressure, or if we're doing like the blood pressure relief diet event that we had, then you know what events you can send them as replays to help them on that journey. Okay, let me just make sure I don't miss any questions. The other thing that I just want to let you know is you can reject a review. So in here, so when we're back into this Learn and Earn tab where you turn everybody things on and you want to review, you click on under reviewed, you click on the 2 items or however many items they've reviewed, and it might take a second to load. And it's going to give you the list of all of the items they've reviewed. And you'll see one of mine says I didn't accept it, and one of them says I did. So to view the comment, underneath comments, there's the little spyglass. You click on the spyglass on the one that you want to review. And then what I learned more. So this is great. So then I could reject that. And then they would have to go through, give me a better review before I'm going to let them move forward. Okay. So you have that capability as well, that you can, if they're not giving you what you guys determined on for feedback, You can reject it and say, hey, I need to get a little bit more from you. So you have that as well. So just know you have full control over this. And then once they go through and finish everything, how you deliver the reward, again, that's up to you. That's entirely up to you. There's people who will do it with their next order, saying, hey, when you put in your next order, I will add these products on for you, whatever the dollar amount is. Like I said, there's people who, when they purchase the Prove It Challenge, then they get that $25, that $25 bonus. There's others where, you know, they'll allow the prospect to determine the products that they want. There's other distributors where they pick the products depending on if they're a customer who only orders a set amount of products and they want to help them expand out and try some other products for free. What are some other ways? There's other ones that'll do like a 50-50 mix where they let the prospect or the person going through the Learn and Earn pick a few products, and then the distributor picks a few products that's outside of what they normally order. And then there's other ones where they'll put together 3 packs, predetermined packs, and say, here are the 3 packs you can choose from. That'll have a nice variety of product in there as well. So just some ideas if you're wondering, you know, what kind of rewards, how are people delivering it? There's others where they'll just give them cash, which is fine too. They'll just, you know, e-transfer them, whatever the difference might be. So there's many ways that you can do this. And I just want to share with you a little story about the power of this Learn and Earn. So I worked with a couple, Allison and Brett Vandepol, I think it was last year. And that was one of their big things, is they wanted to get people into the Learn and Earn. That was their big attractor factor. And their goal was they wanted to go from about 2,200 PV to 5,000 PV. And we were aiming to do that in a year. And with going through the Learn and Earn, and that was the main focus, we were able to actually do that within 3 months. So, and that's all it was bringing people into the Learn and Earn, and then encouraging them to join with the Prove It Challenge. That's how they did it. So a lot of it was self-funded, which was fantastic, and they've been able to keep a lot of that PV maintained as well. So just so you know, like education, when you can educate people and get them into trying products, that's a game changer, right? How many of you have tried a product for the first time because of education and now it's like one of your staple products, right? Exactly, same. So, and if you can help reduce that barrier of cost for people to try those products, it makes a huge difference when they can try it for free. But they're not really trying it for free. They're giving up time to go through and get educated. And in return, you're giving them something of great value, which is ways to expand their health. Okay, so that's the basics. Let me just get my PowerPoint back up and we're gonna close this off. So I'd also love to know, have any of you used the Learn and Earn or invited anybody to the Learn and Earn yet? And if you haven't, this isn't meant to be an embarrassing thing. Have you had the chance to do that? And if you haven't, that's okay. And you can just let me know in the chat. Julianne, excellent.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that somebody said a while ago, and I think when we did this Learn and Earn, that they not only allowed the person to do the Learn and Earn, but they spoke about the tape that they watched with the person. They reviewed it together. And, you know, I think that has a lot of credence. So that's how I thought I would like to run it when I would invite somebody, is go through the tape with them to make sure that they understand all of it. Because if they mention a tape or a product, they don't know anything about that product. This gives us an opportunity to speak from experience.
Yeah, that's a great
how
idea.
I thought I would run it.
That's a great idea, and you can absolutely do that. So I think that's fantastic. And then you can have the conversation there, and that's basically the review, so you can accept it right away. Makes it nice and simple. And then too, you're continuing to build that relationship, which is very, very important. So great. Thanks, Julianne. Okay, so let's end this off and we can call it a day. I just realized when I was sharing the first time, I was sharing the wrong screen, so you guys got to see my view. Okay, so how to get started. If you're brand new to YFP and you're not quite sure where to get started, but you're curious about the tools, there's a couple ways you can do that. The first one is you can choose a plan that fits your marketing needs and subscribe with us right away. We have a deal on, I believe it's till the end of Wednesday, because today is the 25th. Yep. So tomorrow we have a special on where you get half off the onboarding. So normally for all of our plans, we have an onboarding of $297, and right now you can get it for $147. Is that right? Yeah, $147 for your first month, and then whatever your plan you choose after would come into effect the following month. You can book and then also book your onboarding appointment. And you can do that by going to yourfreedomproject.com/pricing. I have to get that to change. VA is not quite the right one. The next one is you can do a 30-day test drive. So if you want to do a 30-day free trial, it's fully functional. You can start trying out the system, and then of course book an onboarding or a support appointment as well, so that we can give you some orientation on how to use it and get a few people subscribed, that type of thing. You can go and do that at yourfreedomproject.com/trial. Or the best way is to contact us, visit our help center, and request a guided tour, where then one of our expert coaches can guide you through the system, show you all the tools. You can ask all the questions. And then, of course, join our YFP group for business builders. And you can do that by going to yourfreedomproject.com/help. If you'd like to also just view any of our other products that we have for your marketing needs, whatever it might be, you can view all of our products at yourfreedomproject.com/shop. And then if you're needing to submit a ticket, get some live support, book an appointment, that type of thing, then you can do that from our help center. So this, by the way, if I get my annotate to work for me again, come on, there we go. Oh, that's why. So you can give us a call. Here's where you can also join the Facebook group. If you're having a technical issue, you can submit a ticket if you're needing to book an appointment. So if it's an onboarding appointment or a support call or product or demo questions, that type of thing, if you want to get the guided tour, that's where you would do it. And the other thing you can do too is chat with an elf. If you just have some quick questions, it'll connect you to the elves Facebook Messenger, where you can have a live chat with them. Okay. All right, so with that, and again, you can get there by going to yourfreedomproject.com/help. I do recommend bookmarking that page or saving it to your favorites. It's really nice to have in a pinch when you just need to get to the help center really quickly. And there's some great comments in here. So thank you all so much for attending today. I hope you have a wonderful week. And just a quick reminder for those of you in Networkers University that we will be live at 8 p.m. on Thursday for the second part of our business blueprint, going through the implementation stage. And then we'll be back on Monday for Marketing Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and that is open to any and all distributor, whether they're using YFP or not. And I think that about covers it. And I just wanted to quickly read out these questions or these comments. So, oh, that's so great, Janet. Janet says, thanks, Kristen, you're always helpful, and I enjoy listening to you. I find that when I listen to you on Mondays, it gets me going for the week. So that's excellent. We are friends, by the way, Janet. YFP has really helped my business, and I'm picking and choosing what I use. And I've increased my PV, as that was the goal. So I love it. And Kathy said she invited one to go, but didn't go through it. And by the way, for Learn and Earn, not everybody's going to finish it. I think I've had about a 50% finish rate. So another thing that I'll just put out there as a tidbit, if you want to set a deadline for when you want the videos watched, you can do that as well. So say, I'm going to give you 4 weeks or 1 week or 2 weeks. You set the deadline. It doesn't matter. Some people just leave it open-ended, which is fine as well. Oh, and you're offering this to your BNI group. That's excellent, Kathy. Way to go. I'm very proud of you. So yeah, 4 weeks is really good. Okay, so with that, everybody, I'm just going to thank you all so much for being here. I'll see oh, go ahead, Joyce.
I want to know on that Network University, is that archived? I will not be able to be on it.
Yes.
Thursday night, so I can go in and
it'll be archived. So yeah, it'll be instantly watchable, replayable in the Networkers University Facebook group, and then it'll be archived in the back office or in the
places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we'll see you all then.